Good morning, everybody. I have 9:31 this Monday. So welcome to Monday Mastermind, June 8th, my friends. And we are on locally here in Jacksonville, the third day of gray weather. So it's a perfect day of prospecting. Are we ready? Welcome. So for today, what are the excuses that you're telling yourself for not doing the following things? So for not having annual goals in writing, for not having a written social media marketing plan, do you know the content of your posts, the time you're going to post them, and even more importantly, have you created those posts? If you're posting through business pages, you can actually go ahead and schedule them in advance. What's your excuse for not contacting a minimum of 10 people a day to offer real estate services and or ask for a referral? And when I mean offer your services, the first thing we do is to ask how they're doing, ask if they need anything, particularly in what we're going on the 4th month of crises, national crises. Find out how they're doing as a family. Do they need anything? And particularly now with the weather coming in and the 3rd tropical storm, named storm already, and the season's just barely started, you can ask relevant questions in regards to, do they have their hurricane kit? Do they need for you to send them a list of supplies to remind them of what they need? Do they know their evacuation route? Do they have the proper insurance coverage for their home? Do they have flood insurance? So these are some of the things you can start asking this week by phone call, by email, by text, to offer your services and help them in any way you can that way to prepare their home for what's supposed to be a turbulent storm season. And then always, if you know that maybe they've just moved in a couple years ago, or you know they're settled, they're going to be there for a while, then once you have a meaningful conversation with them, then you have earned the right to ask for a referral. Hey, it's so great talking to you, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. By the way, you know this is what I do full time. Do you happen to know of any neighbors or anybody that you're working with that is maybe ready to sell their home or is in the market for a new home? I would love to get their names and contact them. Ask for the referral. So why are you not being intentional in your business? There is nobody making you get up, attending these masterminds, or making your phone calls, but it's up to you to stay relevant in your business and to, as I see we're losing contact here, it's up to you to stay relevant in your business and to do the work to create the business. So another thing we hear all the time is, oh my gosh, but homeschooling should be done. That's no longer an excuse right now, right? It's early June. But instead of saying, I don't have the time to prospect, I'm busy with my transactions, I have 3 sick kids today. Instead of saying, I don't have the time, why don't you say to yourself out loud, well, that's not really a priority. Prospecting isn't a priority for me today. Putting my goals in writing isn't a priority for me today. So I'm not working on my growth simply because it's not a priority. So if that message to yourself doesn't sit well, that's kind of the point. Time is a choice. We each have the exact finite minutes and seconds every day. So if we don't like the way our life looks, the results we're getting in our real estate business, then it's up to us to change that. Moving right along. So I said today's all about Florida Realtors. So I want to share with you, we pay for this in our dues if you are a licensed realtor in the state of Florida. So I want to share with you some things specifically from the Florida Realtors website. So they have all kinds of cool infographs here on all different topics. This is just 3. And you see you can download them as a PDF. You can download them as a JPEG. And you can even personalize them and brand them. So I'll show you an example of what I mean. So this is one that I did over the weekend. This is the infograph I downloaded to my computer from Florida Realtors, and make sure the branding stays on there. That's important. You cannot take credit for this. It's copyrighted material. And then I uploaded it as a JPEG into PowerPoint so that I could brand it and have my information on here. And remember, anytime we have our contact information, we have to put our picture, or vice versa. If you put your picture, you have to have your contact info. And of course, I put my company logo. So this is already out on my Instagram first thing this morning. So on that note, my friends, your social media challenge for the week is to locate one of those infographics, or actually 5 or 6, and starting today, do what I just did, download them. So don't just do like one today, one tomorrow. Go ahead and download like 5 or 6 for the week that you want to use. Go ahead and create them today, personalize them like I just explained. I did it through PowerPoint. If you have another app that you like to use so that you can put wordings on pictures, then by all means do that. But post one of those every day with a call to action. What's a call to action? That's where you ask for the business. So that's your challenge for this week, my friends. Some more things. With Florida Realtors, did you guys know we have a statewide MLS system? So you don't have to worry about just what's in your area. If somebody's relocating, you can do a preliminary search for them before you hand them off to a referring agent. So it's called MLS Advantage. And for all of the MLS systems in our state that participate, you have access to, boom, right here through Florida Realtors. Did you know that? And if you have like, oh my gosh, how does this work? It's so different from the one that I use with my local association. You have training right here under the help and the training tabs. Got it? Moving right along. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet today, guys. Are you aware that we have so many events that we are able to participate in through our membership? Now, they're not free. Most of them are paid events. But most popular, and I have been many, many, many times. Oh, I was freezing up, so let's try that again. So I have attended the Florida Realtor annual convention many, many times through my career. I've been licensed for over 20 years. So it's usually in late August. And in spite of everything going on in the world, it's still a go for this year. So I strongly recommend, particularly if you've never been, go. It's Orlando. All of us can get there easily. And if you register in advance and go ahead and get your hotel room, now's the time. Especially with everything going on, the attendance may not be as strong as it has been in the past, but there are a multitude of networking events, training classes. There are classes where you can get CE credits, and then there's a huge trade show floor at the Expo Center, and that's where you can learn about new products, new technologies. Looks like I just zoomed out again. So back to the trade show floor, there's tons of new technology and products and everything you can learn about at the trade show. Again, it's not free. If you go just to the trade show and register, that part's free. If you want to take any classes or attend networking events, then those are a fee-based thing, or you can pay for a one fee to cover everything. So that's just one of the many events that we have available to us as being a Florida Realtor and part of our membership. So I strongly encourage you. It's also a great way to network with other agents in the state or future referrals. So moving right along, I have so many people ask me, well, how did you know about that? Well, where did you get that information? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you will go to the news and media tab right here, you see subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. So I get these email newsletters. I think the Florida Realtor News, I think I get that twice a day. There's updates. Florida Realtor Magazine, I get the hard copy in the mail. There's also a digital version. And Florida Realtor Legal News, I get those updates as well. So on this news and media tab as well, you can also see that you can there's a whole video library with, there's videos for learning. There's like Take 5 videos, which are literally like 5 minutes or less, with quick little snippets of things to help you with your business that are recorded often by professionals around the state, professionally through Florida Realtors, and posted here. So there's some training part of your membership. And there's also videos that you can download and share to social media for the consumers, for the public, the buyers and the sellers, to promote yourself as a realtor. So who today is going to subscribe to get some of the news feeds? Who's going to watch a 5-minute video? And best of all, who's going to share one to social media today? I'm in. So as we start to wrap up a quick session today, as I promised, What events will you commit to attending in 2020? Like I said, I talked about just the Florida Realtor Convention. It's in August every year, but there's a slew of events, networking and training through Florida Realtors. So go to that events tab and commit to something. What video trainings will you commit to? Even if it's just like I just said, it's called Take 5 series. If you just watch one of those today, what if you watched one every day this week? That's only 25 minutes of training. Boom, I think we can do that. Who will subscribe to those news emails? I've been getting them for years. Amazing, pertinent information to our business. And for those of you that really want to get involved and invested, do you have any interest in serving on a committee, or perhaps being in the Leadership Academy? So I haven't served on any state committees, but I've served on a slew of local committees back when I was with the Tallahassee Board of Realtors. I was board of directors, communications, community affairs, I think legislative as well, grievance committee. I mean, gosh, I have a whole page of service that I provided with the local board there. And I was in the inaugural Tallahassee Leadership Academy. So all the local associations or most have a local leadership academy. And then Florida Realtors is typically the next step, and we have a state leadership academy. So for both your local association and the state leadership academies, there is an application process, which includes an interview, and you would need obviously a clean record in real estate and recommendations as well. But those are some things to think about to help serve and make sure that our voices are being heard as realtors. Particularly, it's really been hard for those of us going through this pandemic trying to get any kind of financial benefits, right, as self-employed people. So let your voice be heard. Some other things, did you know we have an honor society? So there's a form, and so it's up here, Florida Realtors Membership Awards Honor Society. So if you go to the website and in the little search bar, just type in Honor Society, you'll come to this page. And these are my two little buttons. I perhaps have earned it more than twice, but I haven't turned in the paperwork, the application. It's a quick little one-page application, and it's a point system based on attending trainings, attending the state convention I just mentioned, attending the national convention, serving on committees like I just talked about. So there's a whole slew of ways to earn points, and you have to have a minimum of 100 points annually. The applications are available in November of every year. And then I think you even have to get somebody at your state association to sign off on it to submit it, because they have obviously to, it's not honor system, they have to prove your attendance at things. So just something to think about. Those are, you know, little buttons you can wear and promote yourself as part of the Florida Realtors Honor Society. So did you know? Moving right along. So I promised you guys we'd wrap up a short one today. We'll keep it around 15 minutes or so. So are there any successes we can celebrate? I'll start first. I wrote 3 contracts in a week. One is already gone and fizzled, but it was of no fault of mine. Thank goodness it was of no fault of any bad communication. The buyer got a job transfer, basically a promotion with NASA after the successful space launch. So good for her. It is, you know, life situations change. And luckily it happened before the paperwork was all finalized with the builder we were working with. So she's going to get her entire binder back. So the other 2 are still hanging on. We'll see. And of course I'm busy like you guys are with a bunch of buyers. So it's been a busy couple of weeks, and this week's looking to be the same. So is there anybody that I say we can help? Is there anybody that I specifically can help? You know, I'm Christine Williams. My company is Boundless Coaching. I also own a real estate school, accredited real estate institute. So any of your licensing courses for continuing ed, core law, ethics, 14 hours, post-licensing courses, all those are available on my website if you want information. This is how you can contact me. My email address is here. My cell phone is here. I am in the Jacksonville, Florida area, but that's irrelevant. That phone number is back in my Tallahassee days where I started my career. So now, gosh, my past customers all over the country have it. So the other thing is, I'm not only a licensed real estate instructor, I am a real estate coach. So a mentor, your accountability partner. So that obviously is a paid program. There are specific requirements to be a member of that program. It's a monthly fee, but everyone will tell you that those that hire a coach, as long as it's the right match, and that's what I do is, like I said, there's certain criteria that I'm looking for, and it also needs to be a personality match. So I don't take just everybody that's interested. But in any event, if you are wanting to kickstart or move your business to the next level, if you've lost a little bit of traction, shall we say, or leverage with the past few months, believe it or not, you would want to invest in coaching. So if that's something you want to talk about, again, there's my contact information. And I just wanted to wish everybody a prosperous Monday, prosperous week. And I hope everybody comes back next week to share your successes and to let us all know how you've maneuvered through the Florida Realtor website and what you've learned. So see you next Monday, guys, on the 15th. Have a great week. Bye.